how interested are the end customers in cybersecurity?
End users are always interested in cyber. They have a duty of care to make sure that their networks are robust, that the products that are deployed on those networks are robust.
They are very interested. I think they're even more interested that we as a business and as a market is actually realizing. We see, talking to many very big end users, that their focus on cybersecurity is, first of all, that this is mandatory. It is one thing which is concerning C-level people the most, and we see that trend is continuing very fast right now, driven especially by, again, GDPR, but also by the trend in Americas, where we see a significant increase in terms of cybersecurity focus, especially on public buildings and also large corporations. So cybersecurity is definitely one of the strongest trends in the security market, and it is increasing even more.
I think the end customers in terms of cybersecurity are probably sometimes challenged because you are not necessarily aware of the threat before it hits you. So I think our contribution in this is to ensure that we will increase the awareness of what you need to be aware of, whether or not that is GDPR and privacy issues or whatever it can be coming up. I think we have a role to play where we are being proactive in terms of informing and in terms of teaching the end users how they're going to handle the data that they have retrieved and that they have stored, so that they get a helping hand, a trusted advisor to help them sort through this jungle.
I think the end users right now is just beginning to realize the importance of the privacy control and protection. I think it's contributed to the GDPRs. The GDPRs right now is a really new things for the whole industries. This is the start for the whole, for example, end user and system integrators. Most of them begin to pay attention to the securities.
Now there's a lot of people that are trying to pretend that they're trustworthy. And it's not just because you have a certification, it's not just because you can hire some high-cost security expert to say that your system is secure. Your system might not be obviously insecure, but the company might just not be trustworthy. Now, again, this is something that varies in time. A person from one area might find a certain supplier trustworthy, whereas another one might not. But maybe a rule of thumb that you can use is ask your question, can you sue that company? So all companies that are non-state owned in a Western or in a liberal democracy, they can be held to this higher law. State-owned companies cannot be sued, and therefore I would not recommend you trust them.